I took classes and learned the art of stained glass work, which I did for 15 years until my back gave me health problems and I had to stop. So I did something I could do sitting down, which was creating jewelry.
Okay, but that took into account your stained glass stuff you'd learned in that, obviously, because a lot of your jewelry is in the stained glass variety.
A lot of it is in the fused glass. It's just a step above where I'm using glass and fusing pieces of glass together in a kiln at around 1,500 degrees.
What are some of the variety of crafts that you make with the fused glass art?
All right, there's a medium called precious metal clay where I buy bronze, silver, and copper in a clay form, and that you mold, shape into using molds and stamps, whatever shape you want. Then you fire that in the kiln, and you come up with pieces of jewelry that are unique, one of a kind, and I don't duplicate anything because probably couldn't make the second one as good as the first one.
What made you switch over into wood making, or had you been doing it for a long time?
No, about 5 years. I just always wanted to do it, but we'd always been busy and didn't have time. So when I retired, I got into it and started as a hobby, and it seems like it's full-time work anymore.
How did both you and your wife do this work, or just you? Okay, she helps you with the booth.
She does all the selling, and I make all the mistakes.
Now, how do you learn a craft like this? Trial and error, or did you take classes?
I wish I'd had somebody to show me, but I'd be glad to show anybody else how now, since I've learned.
How about the finishing step? Do you put like a glaze or something?
I use beeswax and walnut oil on most of it, and that's food safe. And the ones here that looks with the satin finish has got sand and sealer and lacquer mixed together, and that's wiped on as a rule, and that pretty well finishes it. Salad bowls, regardless of whether these are ones you buy at a store, you'll have to wipe them out with just a soapy rag and then dry them. And then always, I don't care who it is or what kind of wood products you got, but always put some oil on it 2 or 3 times a year. Vegetable oil, mineral oil, anything like that. Just rub it off and then buff it, and it'll always look like a new bowl.